Good day, all you folks on YouTube that watch this here channel. Had a hair on the screen. Yeah, yesterday's video I talked to you about, everything that's going on from my perspective of how I feel and how I see things. Heard in the news that 4 police officers were shot in St. Louis due to rioting, protest. My heart goes out to the families of those officers. My heart also goes out to the victims of the violence that has taken center stage in light of what has happened in Minneapolis. And when I say the violence that has been created, I'm talking about the rioting, the looting, egged on by the powers that control Antifa, who have boldly attempted to usurp what is a legitimate protest, I believe, and turn it into something else. And when sinister forces such as that start to do that, the voice of the protesters get mixed with the voice of the anarchists who are trying to overthrow this country as we know it. And for that, shameful. Truly shameful. That was why yesterday I was telling everybody to stay safe, stay vigilant, and above all else, stay armed. I'm not advocating for violence, people. But at the same token, protect you and yours as best you can. These protests are starting to be taken over by mob mentality, mob rule. You cannot speak peacefully nor logically to these individuals when they are in that mindset. I would tell you, avoid going into urban centers. Once again, I think I told you that yesterday, or suggested. I don't try to tell anybody what to do, but suggested. But if you have to, again, go in numbers. There are safety in numbers. There's also witnesses with numbers. Okay. There's a lot of things being touted on social media right now. A lot of hatred being spewed. One of which being so young lady of color was on a rant. It was a story about a Caucasian girl that was raped by a man of color. And her reaction was, I don't care. I don't care what happens to white people. It's just as bad as a white person saying, I don't care what happens to black people or people of color. And it just breaks my heart, folks. I served in the Army for 22 years to protect and defend our nation. I served with people of color. I was in charge of and was led by people of various races, cultures, religions, you name it. Did I get along with all of them? No. Did they get along with me all the time? No. At the end of the day, we were able to, 1, accomplish our mission, and 2, take care of one another. And I'll take a bullet for any of them, even today. There are those I'm still friends with that we do not agree on anything when it comes to politics, sports, you name it. Religion. But I will still take a bullet for them. Why? Because at the end of the day, when we can't agree on something, we just respectfully agree to disagree. But we can come to the table and talk about it. So, anyway, folks, I just want to get this off my chest this morning. As our nation seems to be fracturing. And I know there's a crowd out there say, well, this will pass and we'll all heal. I pray and hope so. My initial thoughts were like, well, we had the same kind of riots going on back way. But this is far different because now we've got an entity that's pulling the strings, and whoever's in charge of Antifa or is funding them, sitting back on their butt laughing at all of us as we tear ourselves apart. I'll just call it who I think it is, and that's Mr. George Soros. And all the leverage he pulls, all the influence he has, all the resources he provides. So I would tell you this, folks, try to come together wherever you can and seek peaceful solutions. But in the event that you're challenged or you're threatened, defend yourself. Defend your family. Defend what's yours. But I pray and hope that that is the last resort. So again, stay vigilant, stay safe, stay armed. God bless, take care. It's the Old Soldier out.